So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Warrior Wednesday. I'm really glad to see you this morning. We're going to start in a seated position the way we always do. So, if there's a cushion that you like to sit on, or even a chair, you're welcome to just bring yourself into a comfortable seat. Lotus pose, whatever works for you. Go ahead and take a seat. Clear the flesh underneath you and sit tall. And we're going to practice this morning with a mudra called Abhaya Mudra. And it's the mudra for no fear. It's the Fearlessness mudra. And so we'll take our right hand by our shoulder. So we'll start like this. And the hand is soft. This is known as the heart of the palm. And so it's not like stop, halt like that. It's a softness. It's an ancient gesture showing that I have no weapons and I'm unafraid. The other hand can rest on your lap, or you might even bring that palm up in your lap, just sitting here in this comfortable gesture. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes and just start to notice your breath. It's the gesture of protection, a gesture of fearlessness, a gesture that allows us to be where we are regardless of what's going on. Centered, calm, at ease. As we enter this practice today, you just might bring to mind some of the common conversations that are happening right now that are based on fear. What if? And let's just use this gesture as a way to come into center, to show up unafraid and protected. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and just bow to yourself and to the people that have gathered here this morning for this practice. Just making a commitment to show up and, to the best of our ability, stay present, stay here. And we'll bring our fingertips to the floor. So go ahead and swing your right leg around. So you're sitting in kind of this mermaid kind of position. And if it helps to have your hips elevated, try that. You'll feel a little bit of a stretch, maybe kind of a pinch in that right hip. And once you get situated here, bring your arms up high and then twist toward the right leg. You can let one hand settle behind you, one hand on the knee. Sit tall, breathe deep. Feel the space that you're creating in your spine. And then inhale the arms up, twist to the left side. Just sitting tall, this chest lifted in a sense of dignity, of purpose. Purposefulness. Come back to center and lower your hands, and we'll just flip the legs around the other way. So bend the left foot to the outside and the right foot to the inside. Wiggle around until you feel somewhat settled there on your sitting bones, and inhale your arms up. Twist now toward the left side first, and you just might notice the two sides of your body are different, right? There's just something slightly different in your hips and maybe your shoulders. Inhale, arms up and rotate the other way. Go to the right. Shoulders relaxed, spine tall. And then come back to center. You can cross your legs again. We'll do 3 big shoulder circles. So we'll get our shoulders a little bit warmer. So inhale, really squeeze the shoulders up by the ears. Press back and down. 2 more times. And then with your body just a little more stretched, a little more awake, take again Abhaya Mudra, just this gesture of ease, reassurance, protection, fearlessness. The hand is soft, it's not harsh. I show up with no weapons, unafraid, just ready to engage in this practice and be present. So we'll release our hands, swing your legs around, and find child's pose. But find a version of child's pose, maybe a little wider, a little lower than normal. A place that feels like a bit of a surrender. And that might mean that the forehead is on the ground or a block, or even on your hands. Child's pose is a pose of safety, of coming inward, letting our nervous system know all is well. Let yourself exhale long here. Then bring your hands by your shoulders, press up into a tabletop position. And let's just take a moment here to really get centered and stable in tabletop. So the fingers are spread wide, the hands are pressing down, and find that soft place in your palm, the heart of the palm. Soften there, but the fingers, the knuckles are strong. And then we're going to push the earth away, opening up through the shoulder blades. Tuck the toes under and really hug the belly in. We're going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, lift the knees an inch or two and just hover here in this strong posture. No fear. We have a gentleness. We can do this even though it's a little tricky. Shoulder blades stay open, belly stays strong. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1, and release your knees. And then start to move through cat and cow, moving with your breath. Just nice and slow, gentle movement up and down. You might start to hear the sound of your breath, Ujjayi breath. Complete one more round of cat and cow, just aware of what's happening with your breath and your body. Come to neutral and we'll tuck our toes, lifting into downward facing dog. In down dog, let's play with the feet just a little bit. Inhale all the way up to your tippy toes, and then exhale back to your heels. Lift your toes. Do that a couple of times. Way up onto the toes, way back into the heels. And then with the heels dropping lower, put a bigger bend in the knees. Those heels will lift again. And then straighten the legs, the heels drop. Do that 2 more times. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Looking toward the hands, slowly walk your feet, coming up to the top of your mat. And here we can just take ragdoll, so fingertips touching elbows, gently tugging the skin down and kind of wiggling ourselves down into this loose, easy stretch. You can nod your head and kind of shake things out. We're going to start to move into the work phase of this practice. We'll start to use 1 movement per breath and get our bodies nice and warm. Press your hands to your shins, lift halfway. Hold this nice flat back, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press, hold. Exhale, fold. Do that once more, friends. Press to really lengthen through the back body. Exhale, fold. Bending our knees, we'll scoop the arms up, extended mountain. Hands to heart, come back into chair. Let's do that again. Sweep the arms high, extended mountain, hands to heart, sink into chair. Ujjayi breath, the sound of your breath, that whisper. Inhale your arms up and let's begin Sun A. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Press hands to shins, lifting halfway. And exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll take a vinyasa here, warming things up. Shift forward, plank pose. Let's drop our knees this first time. Point your toes back. Spinning the elbows forward, we'll lower halfway down. And then belly to earth, rise up, cobra. Exhale, knees, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Down dog, lift your hips as high as you can while reaching your heels towards your mat. Find that length in the back of your legs. Looking forward, feet come to hands, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach high, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go again, Sun A. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll take a vinyasa, shifting forward, knees or toes. Lower, pause halfway down, and then rise up, cobra or upward facing dog. And we'll settle back into down dog. And let's bring our feet toward our hands, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep high. On extended mountain, pause here, let your thumbs reach back. Heart reaches forward, a little extended mountain. Cactus your arms, open through the chest. Nice big reach and breath through the heart. Beautiful. Bring your hands to heart center, soften your knees, and one more time, forward fold. Half lift to downward facing dog. We'll take a vinyasa. And settling into down dog one more time. This time, raise the right leg high, point and flex the foot, circle your ankle. You can nod your head yes, shake your head no. And return, switching legs. Just loosen up the smaller joints. And return the foot to the floor. Let's look forward, step the feet to the hands, lift halfway. And on the exhale, gorilla pose. So we're gonna separate our feet hips distance apart, put a bigger bend in the knees. The belly comes right down to rest on the thighs. And we'll slide the palms underneath the feet. So you wanna wiggle around a little bit so your toes kind of massage that inner wrist. Let your head dangle here. And straighten your legs as much as you can comfortably. Feel that long, extra long exhale. This is a really nice counter stretch when you've been on your wrists a lot. And then softly release your hands. Put a bend in your knees and inhale, chair pose. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, arms high. Find that back bend, cactus your arms. And then bring your hands to your heart. forward fold. Let's do that again. Put a big bend in your knees, sweep your arms into chair, take a huge breath in. Exhale, sink a little lower. Inhale up, reach back, cactus your arms. Pull the hands to heart and sink into chair. Forward fold. Deep bend in the knees, reach the arms to chair. Exhale, sink lower. Inhale, back bend. Tap your arms and fold forward. You should be feeling like you're building some heat in your body. Let's do it one final time. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale, chair. Utkatasana, fierce pose. Exhale, sink low. Inhale up into that back bend. Cactus your arms. Hands to heart. And fold. Good, everybody. Step your feet back, downward facing dog. Let's take a vinyasa here, knees or toes. Make sure to keep your shoulders on your back, whether you're doing cobra or up dog. Really hug those shoulder blades onto your back. Exhale, knees, toes, downward facing dog. On your in-breath, raise your right leg. And exhale, step that foot between your thumbs. So we'll begin a 360-degree practice around our mats and around our hips. So let's start by dropping the heel and come up into warrior one. So we're oriented toward the top or the short edge of our mat. Let's cactus the arms here. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let your left arm come to your side and bring your right hand into Abhaya Mudra. Just that soft, the heart of the palm soft. Your hand is right by your right shoulder. Left palm forward, fingers soft as well. As you deepen your warrior one, press into the outside edge of your left foot and notice how this soft gesture brings softness to a strong pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. And release your fingertips to the mat. Come onto your back toes and drop your back knee. Point your toes backward. So we'll start to say hello to our hip flexors here. You're welcome to tuck the back toes and lift that knee if you'd like something a little more active. Your choice, knees or toes. And then let's move into a twist. Left hand down, right arm straight up to the ceiling, but keep the hands soft in that same gesture. Soften the center of the palm. So it's going to feel different than when we really actively lift the arm. Let the shoulder wrap onto the back, but just keep that hand a little bit soft. Active and alive, but soft. Release your hand to the earth. Tuck the back toes. Sweep the arms behind you, out and up, high lunge. And as your hands come to heart center, shift your body forward over the front leg. And let's hover here. Hands stay close to the heart. Spine is long. And then let your fingertips come to the floor, come to wide straddle. Now we're oriented to the long edge of our mat. Go ahead and let your head drop down. I'm going to dangle your head there at the top of the spine. Deep breaths. Just unfolding through the back of the body. Noticing your world upside down. And we'll lift to a flat back, take a deep breath in and turn towards your left foot. So now orienting yourself to the back of your mat. Drop your back heel, rise up, warrior one. And take a moment to feel your footing, your foundation beneath you. Let the right arm drop down and bring your left hand in front of your shoulder, Abhaya Mudra. Find the heart of your left palm, so soft hand, the right palm forward, eyes fixed softly on one point in front of you. And then just deepen this stance, get a little more firm through your feet, a little more tall through the spine. Just this gesture of fearlessness, of facing whatever is before you without fear, with a gentleness and ease. Take one more breath in here. And on your exhale, hands come to the mat, fingers down, drop your back knee. Hip flexor stretch. Find deep, slow breaths here. Breaths that make their way all the way down into that hip that's been sitting probably a little too much. You're welcome to keep your knee down or tuck your toes, lift your knee. And let's find a twist. Right hand down, left arm straight up overhead. Lengthen as much as you can and then soften your hand. Just find that soft, the heart of your palm. A gentleness. There is an energy point in the middle of your palm, a marma point. So there's a connection here when our palm is soft. The nervous system hears all is well. Breathe into that. Releasing the hand, tuck your back toes. Let's sweep the arms behind us, out and up, high lunge. Breathe here. And then hands to heart. Let your thumbs touch your sternum, shift your body forward, hovering over the left leg. Just feeling the strength in your left leg that holds you. And release your hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Raise your left leg up in the air and shake it out. So we've made it to 3 edges of our mat. This next sequence will take us to the opposite edge, the wide side. So go ahead and come into downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa. And on your inhale, raise your right leg high. Exhale, step that foot through, drop the back heel, come on up, warrior one. Drop your shoulders, thumbs reach back. And on the exhale, open out into warrior two. And I'll turn to face you. So we're right leg to the back of our mat, warrior two. And then bring your right hand into your shoulder, Abhaya Mudra. Palm soft. Eyes looking toward the end of the mat, the end of the room. Back arm is extended. Breathe. Feel. Deepen. On the inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and then rotate the palm. Find so much space in your side body. Reach taller, breathe deeper, hands stay soft. Good. Beautiful, everybody. Exhale, side angle, elbow to thigh, left arm. Let's come up over the ear. So make this nice long slant in your body. You can stay here, but if you'd like a little more intensity, slide your fingers to the floor. And you could have your hand inside or even outside your right heel. A very strong posture. Breathe. Find your gentleness. Find your length. Find your space. And then let the arm cross the ear. Take yourself into wide straddle, and now you should be facing the long edge, the other long edge of your mat. With fingertips under your forehead, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold a little deeper, grab your ankles and pull. Bend your elbows, pull yourself down. Feel that lengthening, deepening as blood flows to your brain. Again, seeing your world upside down. Let's come up from there. And we'll turn toward now your left foot. Coming up into Warrior One. And you should have found yourself back to, again, at the top of your mat. Made it all the way around 360. Elbows back, shoulders soft. Fill your body with breath. Exhale all the breath out. And then open out, Warrior Two. You're going to keep the back arm extended as the front hand comes close to the shoulder, Abhaya Mudra. We're still looking out as if our arm were extended. Hand is soft. This hand telling our opponent, I have no weapons. I come in peace. I'm unafraid. And I'm protected. Imagine current conversations with that intention. Fingers lift, turn the palm and reverse the warrior. Breathe deeply into the side of your body. Exhale, side angle. So resting on the thigh, right arm comes up over the ear. And here you can stay or reach the fingers to the floor on either side of your foot. And feel in this posture both the strength, the stability, maybe the shaking, with also the spaciousness. Both shaking and spaciousness. All of the above. Release your hand to the earth. Step to downward facing dog. Woo. And let's take a vinyasa. The left leg comes up to shake it out. On your next inhale, shifting forward, let's drop the right knee to the mat. We'll open up that foot. We'll kind of kick the foot off the edge, opening into a kneeling side plank. So right knee down, left leg straight. Good. On your inhale, bring your body up into a tabletop. Point those left toes out and tilt over your left leg. This is gate pose. Feel your breath here. Just feel the body lengthening here into this new shape. Exaggerate the breath. We're going to kind of pivot. So this might be a little bit of an awkward transition. We're going to pivot over the leg, allowing that right foot to come behind us, pulling the toes back into this half split or half Hanuman. You can point and flex your foot. And for a little extra sensation, left hand off the mat, right hand to the outside of that ankle. And just draw your body down just on the outer leg. And feel your breath there. Raise up with a flat back, point those toes. Hands come again to the wide edge of the mat. We return to this tall position. Your knee is down. Drop your right fingers, reach your left arm up and over. Beautiful, big reach. Make your body long from toes to fingers. Open up your rib cage and release. Come to tabletop. Wiggle it out in tabletop, maybe a cat and cow, and then keep your left knee where it is. Kick the foot sideways and open to the opposite long edge of your mat, kneeling side plank. And we'll come up to a T shape and over your extended leg, point the toes out, come into gate pose. Arms up and over, arm up and over. The hand is soft. And then here's that funky transition. We're going to turn to face the long leg, let the back knee pivot, half split, toes pull back, spine reaches long. Point and flex a few times. Should be noticing lots of hamstring attention today. Our hamstrings and our hip flexors are folded pretty tight with all of our sitting. So we're going to change that up. You might come across to the outside edge. Drape your body sideways. Good. And then let's walk our fingers back again to the long edge of the mat. Set up your feet, tee your arms, and then tilt over, left hand down, right arm over the ear. Reach your body out long. Let your right lung get a little bit more breath. And we'll return our bodies to a tabletop position. Take a deep breath in, cow. Exhale, cat. And then inhale, lower down to the floor. Let's put our forearms on the ground in front of us for Sphinx pose. So the elbows are right underneath the shoulders. Pointing the toes back, take a deep breath in. Then on the exhale, imagine dragging your elbows back to pull your torso forward. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull a little bit more. Think of creating traction all the way up and down the spine by dragging your elbows backwards. Stretch your belly. Lengthen your spine. And release. Bring your hands right by your shoulders. And super slow motion, come up and back to child's pose. Your knees can be close together or far apart. Just take the opposite position for your back. Let's shift our bodies up and around to a seat, legs extended out front. You might give your legs a little shake here, kind of loosen up. So we've been moving a lot on our mat. We're going to come into some positions where we hold these postures a little bit longer. So let's start with a seated twist. Bend your right knee. And bring the knee as close to you as you can without a lot of strain. Take either your left hand or your left elbow to the knee. Sweep your right arm behind you and set that hand down. So find your comfortable twist. Some people like elbow outside. Make sure that you're not straining or forcing. When you find your twist, close your eyes. Feel your sitting bones pressing into the earth and the top of your head lifting to the ceiling. Each breath pulls that spine up even taller. As you breathe out, ring out. Look further over your right shoulder. Breathe out, ring out. And as we come back to center, let's just drop the knee open. Just let it rest comfortably here on the floor. You can put your hips up on something. You can prop under your knee. We're going to reach the arms tall and go over the left leg. So a single leg forward fold. You can use straps, whatever tools are helpful. And then if you like, just close your eyes here. And again, the spine lengthens on the inhale. The belly squeezes in, the body softens on the exhale. No fear. All is well. Just feeling safe, protected, at ease. And crawl your hands back up your leg. Find your tall spine. This knee is going to open up a little bit more. Right hand behind, left arm sweeps up and back. So kind of get into this spacious, long, lifted posture. You might look back. This pose itself says no fear. I'm wide open to the present moment. I'm here. And have a seat. Good, and we'll just switch. We'll do those same 3 postures on the other side. So find your tall spine, bend your left knee. And as we twist left, either hand to the knee, elbow, and hug the knee. Reach your left arm behind you, set it on the ground. And close your eyes. Feel the roots into the earth, the crown lifting to the sky. Grow an inch taller every breath. Ring out as you exhale. The neck turns further. As we ease our way back in, the left knee just drops open. Clear the flesh again. Use whatever props you have to make your life easier. Reach tall and then come over the right leg. This is a rounding over pose of surrender. But The inhale still helps you feel length in the spine. The exhale is just a softening. Right here, right now, present, aware, embodied, intentional about bringing the mind back here when it wanders. There's plenty here to notice, to observe. Like Rumi says, don't go off wandering. The real excitement, the real magic is here. It's right here. And let's come up from that. Slowly lengthen the spine, open up the knee, and then the left hand supports while the right arm reaches. And just let your body fill up with breath and say the word yes out loud, this gesture of opening, stepping forward, being in this moment with my whole heart, and release. Let's go ahead and take ourselves slowly down to the floor, drawing knees in toward the body, and then just stir the hips, stir the femur bones in the hip sockets in any way that feels good to you. Front, back, side to side, figure eights. And we'll bring ourselves into a twist here. So I'm going to offer a cross-legged twist. If it doesn't work for you, just keep your knees stacked. If you'd like to try this, bring your left foot down to the mat. Shift your hips over to the right as you cross your legs. Arms open out in a T and the knees go left. So you're essentially pinning one leg under the other. Head turns right. If that doesn't feel great to you, just unstack and let your legs be on top of one another. Close your eyes here and count your breath. In and out is one. Let your mind get busy counting breaths. Inhale, come back to center, uncross your legs, shift your weight over to the left side of your mat. The left leg crosses the right, and the knees go right. Head turns left. Again, close your eyes, count breath. No goal in mind, just observing how many breaths. It's a great way to fall asleep, by the way. On your next inhale, return to center, uncross your legs. Shift your body back to center. Keep your arms where they are and just slide your heels out toward the corners of your mat, the edges of your mat. Bounce your calves on the mat a few times. Turn your head right and left a few times. Let your shoulders and arms feel heavy. Find the heart of your palms soft. Also, the heart in the arches of your feet soft. Let your breathing be less effortful, a little softer. Each exhale allows your body to drop in a little more, to relax, to soften. Let's take a little deeper breath, filling up more. And maybe a soft sigh as you release that breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And start to stretch your body in a soft, gentle way. We'll begin to roll over to one side. This place of new beginnings. We start over. Every time we come from Shavasana, we have a new opportunity. So we come back to our seats with new eyes, with a mind fresh and ready for whatever lies ahead. Let's end the way we started with Abhaya Mudra, just this soft gesture by our right shoulder. You can turn your left palm up in your lap if you like. And I'll read a part of the 4 agreements. This is a prayer that Don Miguel Ruiz offers. Today is a very special day. Today we open our hearts to love again, so that we can tell each other, I love you, without fear, and really mean it. Today we offer ourselves to love. Come to us, use our voices, use our eyes, use our hands and hearts. Allow us to share ourselves in communion of love with all. Today, help us be love. May we be protected, safe. May we live without fear. And I'll add, as we take our masks off, may we see smiles. and enjoy this season of our lives. Hands come together. Namaste.